Right guys, Mark Crossfield here. In my hands today we've got the Titleist CB Forged 716 iron. This one is really interesting me actually because they're pushing the MOI of this one quite high, they're saying, while keeping it in that really kind of tour inspired look. So let's check it out. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, Titleist CB Forged, the club 716 Titleist. I've always wanted to use, to be honest. It looks great. If we deal with the looks to start, I mean, it's just fantastic looking. Next to no offset, very slim top line, nice small blade length. It's a kind of minor cavity back with muscling, but they've now got tungsten weight in the heel and the toe, shaped right down into the bottoms of the club to try and improve the MOI of a club that is very kind of tour inspired. You've got this pre-worn sole, which they go on about with their better clubs usually, which doesn't mean much to me, but some people might get turned on by that. Chrome kind of finish. I've got the 4-iron as well. We're going to hit some shots and show some data. I mean, that's as good as that looks, and I'm quite liking the fact they're trying to make it a little bit more friendly. Maybe for me. Are they doing that for me? Because I need them friendly. Let's give it a hit. Down by the ball, I can't see many decent players not wanting to aspire or wanting this iron. It looks fantastic. God, that feels nice. It actually feels off the face. Now this one is forged, I think. Yes, it is forged. That feels, the sound is a little bit more AP2-ish. So a little bit louder, I would say, maybe than prior models of this club. I don't know if that's the tungsten weight doing that. Let me give it another hit. I mean, I don't know if it's just that I'm seeing the tungsten weight, I'm reading about it, but that does feel very gameable for me for an iron that is, you know, in its appearance package, looking at it, is less gameable for me because I will tend to use irons which are a little bit friendlier than this. Let's give the 4-iron a hit. Now the 4-iron does scare me a bit. Next to no offset, very slender top line. I want more tungsten, I want more help. Let's give it a hit. Oh, that ball's moving. It's hard to hit a moving ball, don't you think? Let's give that a hit, and there we go. We've got a stationary ball. Caught that slightly out the bottom, and it's still climbing again. It makes a slightly different sound than I was expecting. I don't dislike it. It's slightly clippier and louder. That was a pretty good flight for the strike on a 4-iron actually. Let's give it another hit. Got to remember Titleist are realigning their hybrid launch with their irons. I think I've said it, and anyone who's watching all 4 of these videos, they're going to get bored of me saying that. But it's true, it's a good point. This is an iron I would not be buying. I'd be getting a hybrid instead of the CB 4-iron. I would stop at a 5-iron, but loving the look at these. I want to hit this 4-iron. You know, I want to rip a 4-iron in there, 200 yards, spin it by the flag. I just can't. Yeah, looks really nice. Next to no offset. I'm loving the addition of those tungsten weights. I think this one could be a good one for Titleist this year. I think it's going to just open it up to a few more players because it's definitely a very desirable club. And hopefully that little bit more of an improvement in MOI will just allow a few more different handicappers to put it in the bag. Let's look at the numbers. Right guys, numbers times MB. I'm going 32 yard peak height, 163 carry with my 6-iron, spinning at 5.8, spinning nice and high. Not the longest 6-iron in the world, 165 topping out, but I mean, I'd like to top my 6-iron near a 170, but I use slightly different lofty clubs for that. 4-iron going in at 184, topping out at 186, only peak height in 30 yards, and I get my hybrid going up at 33. So that's why I don't use the 4-irons, it just goes in a little bit low. Because if I want to hit my hybrid that low, I can as well. So it just gives me more functionality on the golf course. Performing, honestly, performing pretty true to what you would imagine that lofted club and that style of club should do. And I think that's what Titleist are kind of about, isn't it? They're not about the bells and whistles as such. They're about just giving you good, honest, well-made equipment and trying to make you hopefully understand why you've got the equipment you've got, rather than just baffling you with many changeable and all the rest of it stuff. Loving the MBs, love the look, very desirable. I think that extra tungsten is definitely going to open that club up to more people. Maybe it's one you should add to your trying list this year. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more videos. Find me on Instagram at CrossfieldMark, also on Twitter at 4golfonline. Find me on Facebook, Mark Crossfield, Thanks for watching, post comments as always, and see you soon.